Ka tangata titi, ka tangata kāka, ka tanga hoki ko hau, ti hei Māori ora. Ko te mihi tuatahi, ka tuku mihi ki tu rangawa, nānei te timatanga, nānei te whakamutunga hoki. Ko te mihi tuarua, ka tuku mihi ki te tātou tūpuna maanga i aoraki e tu. O tēra nā maanga mana hau whā o te moto tūtona koutou katoa. Ina mana, ina reo, i roi rangatira mā, tēnā koutou katoa, ina iwi uhunei, tēnā koutou, ina manuhiri, nau mai, haere mai, tauti mai e te whare wānanga o Waitaha, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. He te mana whenua, nai tō hirire, tēnā koutou, i tu wharu tū mānei, tēnā koe, ki te hunga kua whitu rangatia, rātou ta hunga mātou ki te hunga mātou, tātou ta hunga ora ki te hunga ora, tēnā rā koutou katoa, hurunui o te motu. Ko wai, ahau, ko auraki te manga, ko aruhura te awa, ko urua te waka, ko ngā tahu te iwi, ko ngā te wawa te hapu, ko aruhura te marae, ko Blair Johnston tōku ingoa, he kai tu ahau, kawa maro yusu Māori. Tēnā koutou kia koutou kua tua mai nei ki te tautoko o ngā kaupapa o tēnei rā. Anei he whakatauki pai rawa, he aha te mihi nui te ao, he tangara, he tangara, he ono, kia kaha, kia mai, kia manu nui, nō reira tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora. Kia ora. Is it going to play? Tēnā koutou, kia ora rā tātou katoa. Kia ora.
So we'll pass it over to
Kia ora. Thank you very much. That were Blair and Mel to welcome you. And the same pleasure goes to Maria and me. Tēnā koutou. E te mana whenua nai tua wiri tēnā koutou. Ko Ardaigebirge ko manga, ko Ruhr te awa. Ko Ngāti Taiamani taku iwi. No te rangai pukaha, no hangarau, tangata hangarau. Ko Haide Lukos taku ingoa, no raira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. That's a Maori welcome in Te Ao Maori, the world of Maori. I just told you what my mountain is, where I grew up, which is the Ardai Mountains in Germany, and the Ruhr River is the river I grew up, and I'm working here at the Human Interface Technology Lab at the university, and I welcomed all who have been before us and who will come after us, and all the lovely people in the room. Welcome. Together with Maria, we are extremely happy to have you all here. We know that it's a far and long and sometimes really exhausting journey to come to New Zealand, so we're really, really happy to have you. And I'm also happy, and thank you so much, Blair and Mel, for singing, welcoming our guests in the name of UC. The pleasure is now also for me to introduce Professor Rob Lindemann, who is the director of the Human Interface Technology Lab, and jumps in for our dean, Saurabh, who had to go on a last-minute trip to Auckland. But it's really a pleasure to have Rob here to welcome you in the name of the university.
Watch. I jumped in. Tēnā koutou katoa.
It seems to be.
Tēnā koutou katoa. E te mana whenua. Tēnā koutou katoa. Ko Rob Lindemann taku ingoa. Nā reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Good morning, everybody. I'm Rob Lindemann. I'm director, as Heide said, I'm honored to be director of the Human Interface Technology Lab, which we all get to visit on Thursday. So we're looking forward to welcoming you. And on behalf of Saurabh Sinha, who is the Executive Dean for the Faculty of Engineering, and actually indeed for all of UC, I would really love to, I'm honored to actually be able to welcome you today. And looking through the program, so it's the 55th International ISAGA conference, which is extremely impressive. So I'm in the VR community, and our main conference is, let's say, 32, 33 years, so 55 is pretty impressive. So I think you all can be really proud to have such longevity. And I have to say, I have a personal connection and happiness here. So I'm a longtime VR researcher, so I know the importance of how that simulation in games can play in society, making things better, if done right. And I think the important thing is this is the group to be discussing what it means to use these technologies in the right ways. Looking at the program, I looked through the program and a couple things became really clear. The first thing is it seems that people and playfulness are at the center, and I think that's really great. I think looking through the different sessions, how the sessions are arranged, I like to say we're the Human Interface Technology Lab, and humans are first in that name, and I think it's really important that we keep people at the center, so I think that's great, and as well as playfulness. And then the other thing that came through to me was, especially through the keynotes, keynotes are always a way to touch on important points and guide the future. And I noticed that resilience plays a big role, ethics plays a big role, the processes that we use play a big role, collaboration plays a big role, and inclusion. And I think these are all really nice touchstones for the conference to focus on. I want to thank and commend Heide and Maria and all of the conference volunteers. I know how hard it is to pull together an international conference, and it's even more challenging here at what they say the bottom of the world. Our maps are actually the other way, so we're the top of the world down here. But I know that it's a very long distance to come here. So I know that everybody's worked very hard to make this event as special as possible. But I mean, we're in New Zealand, right? So that's a good start. So I know many people that have come down for conferences are like, finally, I get the excuse to get somebody else to pay for me to go to New Zealand. So I think that's really great. And I hope you all enjoy the conference. And I just leave you with a couple things. I hope that you're able to catch up with old friends and colleagues that maybe that you haven't seen in a while. Connect with new people that you meet. Forge new collaborations, shape the future of simulation and gaming for the years to come. And I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday at the open house. And the main thing, I think, is to have fun. Really enjoy New Zealand, enjoy the conference, enjoy your time together, and enjoy this really action-packed week. So, kia ora.
Thank you so much, Rob, for these friendly words of welcome and the warm welcome that you gave us. Before we start with a keynote action, because today we thought we wouldn't talk too much, but let you do and experience and connect. And Maria was so kind to bring an awesome idea how to do so. I have to go through some housekeeping information too. We want to keep you as safe as possible. You might have explored the building already a little bit. The conference will mainly be on this level and just upstairs, which is called the foyer. You also have seen that the cafe is open, so if you want to get some really good coffee in between or some snacks, they will be happy to see you because it's semester break at the moment, so it's relatively quiet around the university. If you need to go upstairs to the workshop rooms, a lift is on the far side of the building. There's only one, but it's well signposted, I think, if you want to use that. In the unlikely event of an emergency, a fire or an earthquake, please stay calm and follow the instructions. The government policy for earthquakes is we stay put, we drop cover, especially our heads, and hold until the shaking is over, and then we calmly exit the building. So we exit the building when it's safe to do so, and please help others, but do not re-enter buildings in case of an emergency. If you don't feel safe for whatever reason, we have a really good security service around the campus, and they have a telephone number that you can use. We are also, for us, it's really important to create an inclusive and supportive atmosphere. So if at any point you don't feel comfortable, please see Maria or me or one of the volunteers and tell us, because that's not how you should experience the week. If you need a break from the busy conference, the campus is really green, so is the whole city. So if you need to take a walk in between, please just feel free to do so. Lecture Theatre E5 is our kind of spare room, so if you want to retreat there, you're also always welcome to make use of this if you need a small break. If you have a question, if you need anything, please let Maria or me know, or any one of the people in these shirts. Maybe you can raise your hands, or student volunteers here and at the registration desk. And Shun is our designer and photographer. He also made what you will experience very shortly. So please let us know if you need anything. We really want to thank our sponsors that made this event happen. You see is one of them. We are able to use their rooms, but they also supported us financially. You see, we are at the moment in the heart of the Faculty of Engineering. The HIT Lab is also part of the Faculty of Engineering, but we also have a really amazing new program, which is called the Digital Screen Program, where we teach our students game development and game arts, and we're really proud of there's a whole new part of the campus in development at the moment that's related to our community. The Swiss Austrian German Simulation and Gaming Association is also one of our gold sponsors, and actually made it possible that Maria is here together with the University of Canterbury. So thank you very much for your sponsorship. And then we had some more supporters and sponsors. Niantic is a company that we are working together. You might know them when you enjoy playing Pokemon Go or some other related augmented reality stuff. And they are not only developing, but they are really researching also how to use the technologies to support players. The Game Developers Association in Christchurch has been also kind to support us, and they will be part of our open house on Thursday afternoon, where you can experience some of the games made by our really vibrant game developers community in this city. And we had support from the Tourism Agency of New Zealand and the City of Christchurch and the HIT Lab and the Applied Immersive Gaming Initiative. So thank you all. I will tell you each morning a little bit about like the special things each day. I think today is a really full-packed day. We will, after my a bit boring information, go straight into a really nice keynote action. Then we will have morning tea, where you can relax a little bit. And then we will have parallel sessions, paper presentations, workshops, and thematic sessions. Again, they all take place in the lecture theatres here. There are 2 workshop rooms to the left and the right, and 1 workshop room upstairs. You can find everything in the printed program, and in front of the rooms, there's always stated what will happen during the day. Then we really would like to take a group picture already at the first day. So if we could gather at 1 p.m. just before lunch to do so, that would be great. Then we will have lunch and follow with an afternoon full of workshops and afternoon tea and more workshops. So this is what to expect for today. Oh yeah, and one important thing maybe to do over lunch is the Wednesday afternoon is reserved for the social program. And we will split the group first into 2 groups, and you can decide to sign up for either a tour in minibuses through the Botanic Gardens. And it's winter, but I've been there yesterday. It's still green and lush and worth a visit. Or you can join us for a guided tour through the art gallery. There are a lot of artists around Christchurch, and they have a running but also always special exhibitions. After these 2 tours, you don't have to decide anymore. We will all get together and do a tram ride through the central city. We will all do this together. It starts at the Art Center, which is also a really nice piece to look at. Some of you stay there, I heard already. And then we have the opportunity to, if you still want to stick around, to just finish up informally at Kaiser Brew Garden, which is also in the city center. Don't worry how to find all that stuff. We will get there, and we will get to the social program by bus from here. So the only thing that we ask from you today is to make up your mind whether you want to join a group through the Botanic Gardens or you want to visit the art gallery. And please sign up for those 2 activities during lunch break today, so we know like who is going where. We don't lose anyone. Okay, good. And again, any questions, just see one of us and we'll help you further.
Do you know the weather forecast on that day?
Yes, so we worked so hard. The weather forecast for Christchurch, will be around 10 degrees Celsius all week long, but it seems to stay dry and sunny. So, and the buses are like sheltered, so they have a roof and everything. It should be fine. Good. Okay, so it might be time for some keynote action then.
Yeah, so good morning. Oh yeah, maybe. And of course, good morning and also warm welcome from my side. We hope you are doing well. So are you doing well? Thumbs up? Yeah? Okay, awesome. Well, I have some bad and good news. Which one you would like to hear first? Bad? Okay, let's get started with that one. Well, unfortunately, we are still waiting for our today's 3rd keynote speaker. But the good news is, you guys can help us to find them. So please, have a look to the left, to the right, under your seat. We actually cannot really miss them. We are looking for something soft, kind of cute, and something that represents the ISAGA conference perfectly. And for those of you who haven't been at an ISAGA conference before, and who are still wondering why Maria is talking with some stuffed animal, no worries, I'm alright. This is the mascot of the International Simulation and Gaming Association's conference, Dr. Octoludus. Okay? Our third keynote speaker.
I have a question.
Yes,
When did she get a doctor?
I'm prepared. Give me a second, Toshiko. Give me a second. Well, the story of Dr. Octoludus, okay? Well, Dr. Octoludus was born in La Rochelle, France, last year in 2023. And, well, they are very smart, so they even got their PhD within their very first year of octopus life. So, does this answer your question? Somewhere between 2023 and 24. Back then, Dr. Octoludus was still without a name, so that's why the ISAGA community collectively brainstormed several names and made a decision together. So they is called Dr. Octoludus, obviously. And unfortunately, Dr. Octoludus wasn't supposed to stay in La Rochelle, France forever. Sorry, Nicola. So that's why they have started their journey to Christchurch, New Zealand quite a while ago. And I recently got a very secret note saying that there are some visitors from La Rochelle, France that want to say hello to Dr. Octoludus. So Nicola, what's going on in your bag?
Actually, just before to leave, Dr. Octoludus gave birth to a junior.
That's so nice.
Octoludus Jr.
Yeah. So welcome.
He doesn't have a PhD, but he's very close.
Yeah.
He's submitting an parent for this week and to come to visit his father or mother.
Or maybe both. Yeah, welcome Junior, always nice. It's a pleasure having even you here in Christchurch, New Zealand. Okay, well, when we have a look at the character trait of an octopus in general, we see that they are very smart animals, that they adapt very quickly to new environments, that they are excellent problem solvers, that their multiple arms allow for efficient multitasking, and that they move very smoothly. So let's see how these character traits apply to the ISAGA community. I think the best way to do so is by playing a game. So, then let's get started with the Happy Dr. Octoludus game. And as Heide just has said, after this keynote action, which will take place outside of this room due to several reasons, we continue with the morning tea directly, which will be served outside of this room as well. So the general gameplay consists basically of 3 phases. First of all, you have to find your group. I will let you know in a bit how this works. Then you're going to play one round of Happy Dr. Octoludus, which will be facilitated by one of our fantastic volunteers and us. And last but not least, each winner of each group moves into the final and is of course plays against each other and is supported by the rest of the corresponding group members. Okay? Are you ready? Because, are you looking forward to it? Are you a little bit excited? Yeah. Okay, then let's get started. How to find your group? Yes, a question.
I just was probably a very embarrassing question for Dr. Ludus. What happened to the marmot, Dr. Ludus?
Do you want to mention that right now?
The mascot always travels from conference to conference. And at each conference, they are also dressed in kind of location-based clothes. So this piratey horse has like little kiwis on it. We had a different mascot for a very, very long time. It even traveled with a small bag with a lot of really nice clothes in it. It got too adventurous. and it left the community to like explore the world.
The reason why I asked is because Dr. Lucas's girlfriend is in my lost luggage. I was on his way to this conference.
Which is super nice because then they
can make new friends.
yeah.
Maybe Dr. Lucas is in lost luggage too.
So, another game we are going to play throughout the conference then, I would say. Find your luggage, find Cyril. But
I was just wondering if it turns up,
no. We are...
Well, it will take a whole new direction when you can find a market with an octopus.
Well, you never know what's happened then, but we are a very open community, so I think it might be nice to accept both of them then. It's always good to have a second mascot, okay? Any other questions? No? Okay. Then let me inform you how to find your group. Okay, please form your group and get together based on the icon you can find on the top right corner of your name badge. It's quite obvious, I know. Give me a second. Same icon belongs to the same group, and please form your group outside of this room, right, in the foyer. And when you have found each other, that means a minimum of 5, raise your hand to get the attention of one of our volunteers. This never works out.